That's the third block by Caravan. Here's Jackson to the front court. Gives it to Caravan. UConn not going to shoot it now. 50 seconds left. Dan Hurley pumping his fist. UConn crowd roaring. And Sanogo has it out near the division line. And the Huskies, who weathered a storm here in the second half, lead was cut to 5, are up by 16. Andre Jackson puts up a left-handed shot, and he gets fouled. I think he just wanted to stop the game because the Husky bench guys are going to come in here with 30 seconds left.
Tried a finger roll. Looked like it was going to go in, but it kind of rolled off the rim.
And Newton and Hawkins are hugging in a big way at the top of the key right now. And Andre Jackson, too.
Giving Tristan Newton a big hug. Newton's tremendous in this game. Let's overlook the 5 turnovers and talk about his 19 points, 8 of 8 from the line, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. He just took over the game.
So the Huskies, the formula in this tournament as they won 6 straight, win by 20. They're up by 16 right now.
Just to let you know what the policy is for these NCAA championship games, we will be able to get a UConn player. Can't tell you yet who it's going to be. Courtside here in a few minutes. And then they do all the ceremonial stuff. They'll bring out tables. They'll set up a whole desk out there. They'll have a trophy presentation. We can't have anybody during that. And then, with little help from the UConn sports information people, while they're cutting down the nets, and they'll cut down both nets tonight, we will be able to probably get a player or two during that sequence. I don't think, as we've done during the NCAAs, we'll be on the air long enough to have the post-game press conference because they'll be on the court here for a while. And by the way, that once they start playing one shining moment, everything else grounds to a halt here.
Andre Jackson missed the first free throw. He'll take a second one. I think they're going to substitute for him. They're trying to get guys in here. It's been what UConn's done in this tournament. You know, get ahead in these games up in the last couple minutes and substitute guys.
Oh, man, what a hug over there. Dan Hurley. Well, it was first with Jordan Hawkins, and now it's, who's that, Sanogo and Caravan both. That was a 3-way hug.
And Huskies, who were unranked when the season started, won 14 in a row to get to number 2, and then fell almost out of the top 25 when the roof caved in January, have roared back to win 15 of 17 to wrap up their season.
And even though it got cut to 5, another dominant win. Right now it's a 16-point game, 75-59, as UConn really turned it on down the stretch after they got the lead cut to 5.
Andre Jackson gets one more free throw. And that one is up, and it drops in.
So this was a 60-55 game with 5:19 to go. So for the Huskies, they've gone on a 16-4 run since that time.
16-4 finish. And Andre Jackson comes out and hugs all around. And final 25 seconds. UConn leading 76-59.
Nothing like having the championship game. You can put the walk-ons on the floor.
And a three-pointer short, and Andrew Hurley comes up with it as San Diego State's last shot is a miss. And UConn will hold them to 32% shooting from the field.
Dad telling son, don't shoot. Coaches shake hands.
And the Huskies celebrate championship time. 3 weeks ago, there were 68. Now, just 1. The drive for 5 culminating here in Houston as UConn has beaten San Diego State 76-59. Step aside, Kansas. The Huskies are moving past you on the all-time national championship list. They got 5 and move over Duke and Indiana. You've got UConn company at 5 titles as the Huskies complete the rare 6-game sweep, proving to be the best college team in America. And once again, Storrs, Connecticut, the basketball capital of the world.
And this gigantic stadium, guess what's floating down from above? It's the colored confetti landing all over everybody, including us. But it's an exciting time for UConn, the state of Connecticut, and, of course, the UConn basketball program. What Dan Hurley has done to resuscitate this program is nothing short of amazing, and he did it in a combination of ways. I can't tell you, Mike, and I'm sure you've had the same situation, where people say, how do they do this? Well, he did it two ways. Number one, the transfer portal, and I think Tristan Newton is most important, but he got other guys, too, that contributed through the transfer portal. And secondly, two really good freshmen. He got really good contributions from the likes of Donovan Clingan and also Alex Caravan all season long. And people think about the January when the Huskies stubbed their toe a few times in Big East Conference games. But the team that we saw in the NCAA tournament is the team that dominated in November and December. They knocked off Alabama, among other teams along the way, as they've been really good. Adama Sanogo looks like he's keeping the basketball.
And Tristan Newton and Naheem Lane are coming off the court to celebrate with their families. That is special.
Right next to us.
And Donovan Clingan, too. He's running up in the stands.
Even Apostolos Rumaplu, guy that doesn't play very much. They're all right here. Right next to us.
6-0 when they dispatched San Diego State 76-59. It is a special moment for Husky Nation. 2014 was the last one. And here they are, winning 6 in a row. They were a long shot, like a lot of teams were when this tournament started. A lot of the favorites knocked out. But UConn ran through the West, and they win 2 games here in Houston to put their 5th national championship up on the board. And congratulations to all the players and all the support staff and the coaching staff that did so much work during the season.
You know, all these players coming over, jumping off of this raised court to see Tristan Newton hug his family. I think it's kind of messing up the timetable here, what we get as far as a player courtside. We thought we'd get somebody, but right now, we're going to get somebody, but right now they're still over there. Chris is telling us something. I can't tell what it is.
A lot of stuff going on behind us, pictures being taken, videos, and UConn rolls to victory 76-59. They did it with defense again. And we are joined by Tristan Newton. Well, you saved your best for last, my man. That was pretty good stuff for you tonight.
Thank you.
Your offense was terrific tonight. And when you get aggressive, we talked about it during the season, you really can be a catalyst for this team.
Yes, sir. Coach before this game, he told me I need to be aggressive. I had a little guard on me. He said, attack the rim, man. Taking the shots I've been taking my whole life. Naughty.
Jordan Hawkins came over and just gave him a big hug.
And your rebounding, too, Tristan, was huge tonight because UConn was they were battling this team on the boards. That's a big part of your game, too.
Yeah, I mean, credit to the big man. They doing a boxing out. I'm just getting free rebounds. It wasn't too much work for me. It was all credit to them, really.
Yeah, you had 8 rebounds on Saturday and 10 rebounds tonight. Talk about the late part of the first half. The Huskies had a lead, but you scored 7 straight points. That's kind of when you began to take over the game. What was your mindset at that sequence when you scored those 7 straight points?
Just be aggressive. A couple of my shots didn't fall that I think I should have made second half as well, but just be aggressive, get open looks, and just be aggressive, honestly.
All right, congratulations.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Great job.
Yes, sir.
National champs, baby.
Tristan Newton, who was special tonight with 19 points, 10 rebounds. He also had 4 assists. He played a complete game, and UConn needed him because this San Diego State team is tough, and they got here, too, winning 5 in a row. But UConn prevails, 76-59. We're going to take a quick break. We'll hope to talk to some other players as well. From Brown, Payne, Darris, and Scott, we'll have the highlights and much more. This is a national championship post-game show. This is UConn basketball, number 5 in the books. And we're here on Learfield.
Mike Crispino, voice of the Huskies. You're not the type of person to say that coffee doesn't need chocolate. You're not some people. You're a dreamer.